The logistics of running a city, a tourist destination like Las Vegas, are absolutely mind-boggling. You have to think about it this way. How do you temporarily house, feed, and entertain up to 42.5 million people every single year? But the biggest challenge facing Las Vegas isn't exactly what you think it might be. The question of what is the biggest challenge after COVID-19, and a lot of people would say things like water conservation or feeding the homeless or putting people back to work. But what they're really missing in all this is the transportation aspect of it. You see, back in 2019, before COVID decimated the world's economy, Las Vegas had close to 42.6 million tourists come to the city. Most of them are crammed into a very small 5-mile corridor known as Las Vegas Boulevard. You have new attractions that have since opened, like Allegiant Stadium, home of the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders, with 65,000 seats, going to be used over 200 times a year. You have things like Fremont Street picking up steam and other big events with conventions not far away from coming back in full force. So in this video, we're going to talk about the logistics of this and a solution that has recently opened up here in town at the convention center, which hopes to radically change the way not just Las Vegas, but other cities too. It might be a solution, or it might just be an idea hatched by a madman in Hawthorne, California, while he was busy launching rockets into space. This is the story about transportation, change, and a fundamental shift how we get around cities. My name is Steven, I'm not leaving Las Vegas, and this is an underground look into the Tesla Loop Tunnel, and possibly the future of transportation. Let's go and explain how this all works.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow!
So 2015 has come and gone, and we still don't have our flying cars. I feel slightly cheated. I don't know about you. We also don't have fully autonomous driving systems like Minority Report, and it's probably a good thing that we don't live in a dystopian cyberpunk future like Blade Runner. But either way, traffic is still a problem. It's 2022, and there doesn't seem to be much of a solution. Or that could be a thing of the past, because imagine a future in Las Vegas where 50,000 people per hour are being whisked under the ground on 29 miles of tunnel system. These tunnels are linked up with 3 major stations, 51 substations, with hundreds of autonomous driving Teslas going up to 150 miles per hour. The system takes people from downtown Fremont Street to McCarran International, now Harry Reid International, within a matter of minutes. The system would solve all the problems for the city, but so far the system is non-existent, except for the 1.7 miles of track that we're going to look at in this video that do exist at the Las Vegas Convention Center. So to understand this fully and where this actually comes from, we have to take a look in an unlikely place. We have to take a look in Hawthorne, California at SpaceX headquarters. That is where Elon Musk, the story goes, was angry at traffic one day and decided to build a tunnel. This tunnel system underneath the SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne in the middle of Los Angeles went operational about a year later, and on day one rides were free, with the following days having rides being $1. I don't know if that system is still operational, but other tunnels were dug and not put into actual wide use. That is until the LVCVA came calling to Elon Musk and said, we need a solution to a problem. Now, the LVCVA, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, weren't necessarily invested at the time in solving the Strip's traffic problems. It was more or less finding a solution for their conventioneers. I don't know if you really remember before COVID, but times were different. The 1 million square foot expansion to the Las Vegas Convention Center was under construction. This would bring even more people, in addition to the 6.6 million conventioneers that came in 2019 to the city. So the proposal was for Musk to build a tunnel. All 1.7 miles are now built, linking the old convention center to the new. And that tunnel is what you're going to see here in this video. Now, the tunnel will be expanding very, very soon. The first expansion will go out to Resorts World, which is actually home to our channel sponsor. So I'm going to take a moment and pause here and thank our channel sponsor, Panay Magazine, for sponsoring these videos. Panay Magazine is actually an Ethereum 2.0 validator, and their mission is to showcase the global Panay to the world. Panay is a woman of Filipino origin, and their first issue will have Panays from North America, with their future issues featuring Panays from the EU, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere in between, including the GCC group of countries. Now you can check them out on the side of Resorts World once per week out of every month of the year, where they rent the third largest billboard space on the planet Earth. Check them out by clicking the link in Instagram and tell them the Not Leaving Las Vegas sent you. Our other channel sponsor is actually my wife's business, which a lot of people don't know about. It is Caroline's Paper Blooms. A lot of people have asked, what does Caroline plan to do after the pandemic? Well, after the masks were done, she's going to go back to doing what she did before, which is Caroline's Paper Blooms. These are handmade, hand-cut, custom put together, on-demand paper flowers. They make a perfect gift. They're shippable across the United States, and they come at a low, low price. So check out carolinespaperblooms.com, or check us out on Facebook, or just email me directly to inquire within about how you can have something custom made just for you. So the current expansion to Resorts World is expected to go live at some point this year, with future expansions having separate loops for Caesar's Palace, the Wynn, the Encore. Even Circus Circus is getting in on the action. So is this truly the future of transportation, not just for Las Vegas, but for other cities across the globe? Could this really get rid of most of the traffic in places like Los Angeles, Manhattan, Tokyo, Japan, all of those big traffic jams you see in Toronto? Tell me in the comments below what you think as we go on location. This was shot at the Consumer Electronics Show because right now that's the only time to properly ride this system. And let me know if you would ride in a Tesla Loop system, or if it's something that you would prefer just to go on your own and find your own Uber or Lyft. So thanks so much for watching. A subscription would be wonderful. And now let's go and explore the tunnels together.
In today's video, we're going to do something that I've always wanted to do. We're going to ride the Tesla Loop. So here's how this works. We have a big map behind us. For right now, this just runs west, central, and southern. You get on and you ride, pick a car, any car you like, tell the driver your destination, west or south, and enjoy the ride. It's an underground tunnel, so let's go underground. If you're claustrophobic, this probably ain't the place for you. So this place has this like dance club aesthetic to it, and it's simple. Everybody asks you where you want to go, and you tell them, and they put you in a car, and away you go. So let's get going and let's get rolling. have it from one convention center hall to the other in a matter of minutes. Now, originally, this was supposed to be a Hyperloop, as far as I understand it, or at least completely autonomous vehicles. It didn't work out that way, so every one of these vehicles has an actual driver. Cool parts of that inside were the screens. The screens were awesome. So there you have it, literally a minute or so to get from one place to another here in town. And I was in one of those cool Teslas with those folding up doors. What do they call those? Gull wing, seagull doors? I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, that's the Tesla Loop. That is what a lot of people think the future of transportation here in Vegas. The driver didn't really want to talk very much, and I had to get rid of the music because it was Bohemian Rhapsody and I didn't want to hit a copyright strike. But thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If you're seeing this video, you might be interested in my general CES video, which is also up on the channel already as we speak, because we covered a lot of cool tech and did a long explorational walk in nice 1080p 60 frames per second here in Vegas. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. 3, 2, 1, and click!